All right, so slope. What is slope? Slope can be referred to as a number of things. We could talk of this as our rate of change. It could also be rise over run. And you will also see it in formulas as the letter M. The letter M will represent slope. Okay. There are two different ways we can find slope. Our first way to find slope would be we can solve it algebraically. So we can use algebra. And the formula for finding slope, you want to write this down, it's really important, is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And in order for me to be able to find the slope of a line, I need 2 points. Okay, so I have to have 2 points in order to do this. All right, let's say I have a point. Let's pick 2 points. So 3, -4, and 1, 5. Okay, these are my 2 points. To use this formula that we have here, I'm going to grab another pen. You can see that I need my y2. Well, in every ordered pair, remember, we have an x and a y value. The first one's always the x and the second one is the y value, right? So I just need to pick which point is going to be point 1 and which point is going to be point 2. And it doesn't matter which you pick as long as you're consistent. So I'm going to say that this is going to be my first point and this is going to be my second point. Okay? So my y2 value is 5. And then I'm going to subtract from that my y1 value. My y1 value is -4. And then on the bottom, we've got my x2, which is the 1, and I'm going to subtract 3 from that. So right now, this is where our integers come in really handy. So remember, when I'm subtracting a negative, I'm really adding. So this is going to be 9. And 1 minus 3 is -2. So my slope for this line is going to be 9 over -2. So m equals -9 over 2. And it doesn't matter where your negative sign comes. It could be on the bottom, it could be on the top, because remember, anything divided by a negative is going to be negative. So if we have a positive divided by negative, it's still negative. If I do -9 divided by +2, it's still a negative slope. Okay? So this is how to do it algebraically. Then, the other way we could do this is through graphing. Okay? And graphing is really easy because all we have to do is count, and we do rise over run. Okay? So let's use those same points that we had on a graph. So we had 3, -4, and 1, 5. So I get my handy dry erase markers out. And my x, I go 3 over 3 and down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my first point. And then was it 1, 5? It was. Over 1 and up 5. So this is my line. And whenever we're dealing with a function or a line, we want to go from left to right. Okay? So if I'm a little person and I'm walking, I'm going to be walking downhill for this. Okay, so this right here, I know it's going to be a negative slope because I'm going downhill. Okay? In order to find my slope, remember I said it's rise over run. So I start at my first point, which was right here. I'm going to use a different color. And to get to my second point, do I go up or down? Well, I'm going to go down here. So I go down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places on this graph. So I go down 9, I've got a negative 9, and then I go to the right 2. So because my slope is rise over run, it's negative 9 over 2. And that's how I can calculate or find my slope without using calculations and just using a graph. Sometimes when our lines don't cross nicely at an intersecting point, or if you don't have a graph paper with you, then doing the algebra is really helpful. And you can always use the algebra to find the slope. You don't always have graph paper near you.